Welcome to the Sleevie G Show. I'm your host for your most. My name is Gomez, and today is probably one of the most exciting days of the Sleevie G Show. Why? Two reasons. Milestone show, episode number 100, folks. And I have probably the biggest special guest I think I've had yet to date to this show, including when it comes to music. We all heard the band. We've seen them since 2000. We've seen them rock out at Ozfest, rock out with some of the biggest freaking rock bands I've ever seen. Dude, I have CJ Pierce from Drowning Pool. CJ, how are you tonight, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Mr. Gomez, for having me on.
Oh, dude, I appreciate you coming on.
100 episode. I'm 100 years old, so it makes all the sense.
There you go. But you look good for 100 years old too.
And I've moisturized and shaved, you know.
Yeah, I got my baldness going here a little bit. So I'm going to be there sooner or later. I prefer tight haircuts these days.
No, it's good, man. You're looking good. Look at us.
Thank you, man. I gotta say, CJ, I've been so excited since I confirmed this. I even announced it a few weeks ago, and you guys reposted it on Instagram, which I was going, holy shit. It was one of those holy shit moments for me.
Oh yeah, man. We're all friends and family here in the rock and roll world.
And I gotta say, it's an honor to have you guys here and have you here. And, you know, I know the whole band, I wish the whole band was here, but I totally get it. You know what I mean? But having,
we just got up to it.
I was just about to say, you just got back home from touring, not too long ago. I know you had a good long July, August, you had a month off and you got
Dude, the last year has been amazing, man. It's been, since we got Ryan back in the band last year, you know, it's going to be like, we just, you know, it was a loosely based plan on just doing like a one-off, like a reunion show. You know, we had a show at Pantera last May 5th last year. And so Ryan comes back and hangs out, and like, you know, I'm in the home studio right now.
Oh, I look at that.
It looks like I'm in an insane asylum and they have me padded, but you know.
But I get it when it's the home studio.
It's the home studio, man. He walked in and it was like we didn't skip a beat, you know. It was like meant to be. We took a little break. 12, 13-year break, but here we are now, man, and it's just been amazing, dude. The shows have been awesome. Reconnecting with Ryan, with Mike Luce and Stevie Benton, and also on stage, man. You just see it at the show, like all four of us are having fun together, and we're having a great time with it. And I'm having more fun now with music than ever before in my life.
And that's amazing. Like, I mean, you guys had a couple of guys. One of them, unfortunately, David Williams did pass over. It's just one thing I gotta make. Just rest in peace with him, man. My heart
Dave
broke
Willians,
out.
man. He was awesome, dude. Like, he unfortunately had cardiomyopathy of the left ventricle.
Yep.
My brother-in-law passed away, same age, 30, same exact thing, man. It's pretty wild. I wouldn't say it's the most common thing, but it's there. So that's how that went down. But
yeah, I mean, it was sad, man. When I heard that, it's like me. The two of my favorite bands was you and Linkin Park. You know what I mean? And
dude, like last year, 2 years ago, when we had like a whole year of so many musicians passing away. It was
Chris Cornell,
Chester, yeah, Chris, Chester, all the greats, man. It's always tragic when you hear something like that. We don't want to lose any heroes and, you know, any great musicians, but you know, here we are. It's part of life, man. It's a hard part of it.
It is.
I want to ask you something though.
Yeah,
I want to ask you the first time you heard "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Man, I'll never forget this. It was pretty simple. It was, I was at a bar. It was Tequila Joe's. So here in Newark, New Jersey, it doesn't longer exist. I think it's a converted church again. It was an old church that they made into this huge nightclub. You know,
those are always so cool. I have to say, those are really cool.
4 floors. The top floor was like hip hop. Another floor was techno. Another floor was 70s and 80s and karaoke. The bottom floor, the basement, was the hard rock, you know.
Right. All right.
And I remember hearing the entrance to this song and just hearing "Nothing's Wrong with Me." And I'm like, what is this song? And we went apeshit. All of my friends and I did. We were just, this song is amazing. We didn't know who was singing it at first, you know, because they don't announce it at clubs. They just play the song. And we heard it. We all fell in love. What's even funnier is, I'll never forget this. We're at my boy's bachelor party. One of my greatest friends. We had a limo bus. And this song came on and we were all rocking it out singing.
Just a
And
pit inside the limo. Just a
it
limo
was
pit.
just, it was like a limo pit and beers flying everywhere, glasses breaking because we're all going ape shit singing, man. It was just one of those
Man, it's
amazing
a fun
songs.
song, man. I love playing that song every day. Bands get weird about that kind of stuff, and people have asked me the question before about,
Yeah, I was
you know,
about to
playing
ask.
the well-known song. But dude, it's a fun song. Like I love all of our music. We love playing every song, and
I,
you know,
and
I know that's the most recognized one, but dude, everybody goes apeshit nuts. Whether it's 10 people or 10,000 people, man, it's always fun. Like during the summer, we're doing, you know, festivals on the weekend,
mhm.
club shows during the week, and you know, 100 people, 10,000 people. You know, like 50 people, 500 people, 5,000, whatever. It doesn't matter how many people are there. Everybody's having a great time. And something about that song just makes you want to like stage dive.
One of my favorite songs, but also you had Tearaway, Sinner, Rise Up. You have
Yeah, rise up.
now Rise Up. I remember hearing around 2004 because I was watching wrestling at that time, and I'm watching SmackDown now. For 4 years,
Yeah,
that was your theme. That was the theme song for SmackDown.
dude, that was awesome. That opportunity to do that. Yeah,
I was gonna. How did that come about? Because that's a huge ordeal.
man. You know, I love wrestling. I love um, everyone involved in it. We got started, and right when the song took off, right when Bodies came out, we were very fortunate to play WrestleMania 18, man. And it was actually the first time I met Saliva. I've known Saliva since like day one, and we're in Toronto at the Sky Dome,
Okay.
and it was one of the few times I'm never nervous on stage. I love being on stage. It's so
Mhm.
peaceful and amazing for me. But that was one of the few times I got semi nervous. And Wayne, you know, from Saliva comes up. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, I got one of these Canadian cigarettes," because he was nervous too. So we mellowed out there and went out there and just played it, dude. It was so awesome. You know, one of those monumental moments, and to have that relationship, you know, with the WWE, and to have the SmackDown theme song and all that stuff. You know, we're coming out with a bunch of new music right now, and I'm hoping we get back into the ring with the wrestlers with our music.
I hope to, because I grew up watching wrestling, especially the Attitude Era. I was, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock,
Yeah,
the feud, Triple H, the Undertaker. There's so
yeah,
many
that was
guys.
taker.
You
I
know,
stepped on his foot on accident, and I
did
turned
you
around. I didn't know who it was, and it was like Jesus. He was so huge.
was
He's
he
like, "Oh no,
was he
man!" He
was he
was
wearing
standing
the
behind
Taker?
me.
Was he wearing the
Yeah,
Taker, or was he working the American Badass?
he had the whole setup on, and he was
Okay.
about to go out there and do his thing, and I was just like, I just had stepped back and stepped on somebody's shoe, and I was like, "Ah, the
Oh my.
Undertaker." That's how I
And
met him.
that's
Stepping on
and
his
he's
feet,
like the coolest, chillest guy until you piss him
dude.
off.
He's so cool, man. All those guys are cool, man. They're
Oh
all
yeah.
cool. Dude,
I
Triple
mean,
H too. We got to hang out with Triple H.
oh,
He's a huge, huge human being, but sweetest guy, man.
that's what I hear. I mean, I mean, he took away one of my favorite ladies of the whole wrestling, Stephanie McMahon. He got
Yeah,
very blessed, and jealous of him still to this day. But I'm happily married though, and I'll say this: Triple H was another great wrestler that I loved and followed. When it came to that Attitude Era, and we're hearing your music, it was just amazing. The entrance to
yeah.
coming in for 4 years solid though.
Yeah, man, that was cool. You know, we've been talking about, we always change up the set list every tour. And, with Ryan back, we have a lot. I mean, he'll sing anything and everything. I love the fact that Ryan McCombs has respect to the other records and other singers and to
Mhm.
the fans. So we constantly mix it up, which is great. We're almost like Grateful Dead with our set list. We change it up on the nightly, man. But that's another song, what we were talking about playing in the set. So
And that's amazing. I mean, to have Ryan McCombs come back on the team is another thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's you guys. Like I said, you had Jason Jones,
Jason Moreno, Jason Jones after
Jason.
Dave. He had a great voice, man. He was great, awesome dude. But I don't think the touring life was for him at the time.
Mhm.
And then
Then you
we
had
had a great run with Ryan McCombs.
yeah.
Some people ask like, well, why'd y'all stop? We all had a lot of personal things happening. All four of us had personal things happen at the time. So the plan was just to take a little break. And it was going longer than we thought. And we started working with Jason Moreno. He's a local buddy, and had a great run. 3 records, great 10 years.
Hmm.
So I just feel like, I don't know, it's fate or whatever you want to call it, man. It just feels like the right place, right time with Ryan back right now. Sincerely.
And I got to give him a lot of credit too as a lead singer of Drowning Pool, because when you're talking about Dave, Jason, and Jason, 2
Yeah.
Jasons, just one spelled with the E, the other one spelled with the no. The respect
Yeah.
factor that he gives them with their voices. I mean, it's difficult to always replace somebody, but you know, it's unbelievable what he has done for you guys too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We went with Jasen Reynolds because he has a unique voice, a very original. We're kind of band where we want to, always push the limits and try something new and be original. I've been influenced like a lot of musicians from Led Zeppelin, and a lot of their records evolved, and they tried a lot of different styles within the music. We could have been one of the bands where we right every record sounds like Let the Body Hit the Floor.
Mhm.
We didn't follow that. We play what you feel at the time. You write what's from your heart and what's happening at that moment in your life, and that's exactly what we do. And that's what we're doing with Ryan right now, man. It's great.
And that's also now the funny thing is now the next question I do have off the top of my head is the writing. Now, is it one person who's writing or is the whole band collaborating with writing? Because I know some people like to go somewhere, write, and then come back to the band and feel their thoughts. Like, how do you guys have? What's your process with the band with that?
All of us write, and all of us write in different ways and different forms. For me personally, sometimes my go-to is the guitar and coming up with a riff and then feeling it in melody and singing. But sometimes I'll come up with melody or just lyrics and then build music around it. The same thing with Ryan and Mike and Stevie. We all write, and we all, somebody will bring in, their raw idea, and then we all attack it. And that's what makes it a drowning pool song, which is another thing I love about this band, because, with us, with Mike Luce and Stevie Bitten, we were writing together before we had Dave. So we had a good 6 months before he came into the band, and we had a bunch of music. The majority of Center record was kind of written with us, and then he came in and we had an amazing, I mean, dude, the start of our career. So then, going into with Jason Jones and the Desensitized record, it was Mike and Stevie and myself in the room writing, and then we brought Jason in. So, we have a great writing relationship within ourselves, within the core of it. And then, Ryan comes in and brings his raw to the table.
His raw voice.
I don't know what you call it, raw.
I don't know, but
his
intensity in his voice. I mean, I know he came from the band Soil, so I mean that's huge. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
all love and respect to Soil too, man. He's out there. He's actually touring with him right now. Ryan is doing. He's doing some. I mean, he has an acoustic set that he does when he's at home in England. He's playing with Soil with us, and we have this balance, and we all communicate. And all the love and respect to Soil as well. They're out there killing it right now. And I think it's just making his voice stronger. All he's doing is singing all the time. So.
I mean, it made 2 tours. You know what I mean? You're talking July, August, and you guys. And I know September was another.
Yeah, September and October. Well, we're here now.
Well, we're in October, but I mean, now the next question is, I know you guys are traveling all over the place. Anytime you guys hit New Jersey anytime soon, or New York?
Yeah, it's been a minute with New Jersey. We're doing more of a West Coast thing right now. But we want to get back to Jersey. We actually recorded both records with Ryan in New Jersey.
Oh man,
so I love it there. We have a lot of friends and family there, man. BLS, come on.
Well, I'm hardcore Jersey, man, and I definitely, if you guys ever come around, I'd love to meet up with all you guys just to.
Oh, definitely.
Take a minute just to hang out with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got a free ticket to every Drowning Pool show the rest of your life.
Oh, nice, man. I'll definitely be there, man. No joke, because one thing is I admire you guys as musicians, man. When I remember hearing Bodies, and then I remember hearing a couple of the other from when I got the Center album, I remember so well. And listening to the music, it was one thing, but I was listening to the words and just hearing some of the stuff, man. It was just blown away, man. Even to this day,
I appreciate that.
It's there's people who say they hear the music. I'm like, no. You really need to hear the music. Like, listen to the drums, listen to the guitar, the bass, the singer, listen to it all come together. I've been to a lot of rock shows. I mean, like I said, one of my favorites will always be Linkin Park with you guys.
Yeah, Linkin Park is great, man.
I there was a small part of me wishing you guys got together for a show. You know what I mean? That would have been.
Yeah, we toured together in 2000. When we did a show together, the San Antonio radio show a few years back, right before, unfortunately, Chester passed away. And yeah, those guys are great, dude. I mean, they came up. We came out at an awesome time. Like, they were blowing up, and Mudvayne's blowing up, and we're blowing up, and this. Dude, I could 28 bands at that time, and 9 Point.
9 Point was
I'm just gonna
one.
keep, and we're still, we're still here. Like, Mudvayne's still killed. Oh man, have you seen Mudvayne lately? Freaking amazing. And dude, like POD is killing it. Their new record's freaking awesome, dude. Oh my God,
POD.
and Godsmack, man, like Godsmack are like friends and family too. Like those dudes are awesome. I can't do. It was just a great time, and we were on tour with all these people, man.
I was just about to ask that. Like, how was it like with some of these big names like Godsmack, POD, um, uh, Crazy Town,
Dude,
even Saliva,
yeah,
Saving Abel. I have a couple of the notes. Trap,
yeah,
another band. You know what I mean? Like, how was it with touring with some of these
Captain Insano.
Captain
Ah, dude,
Insano?
yeah. All in
How
respect to everybody, dude. It was unbelievable because like I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan first and foremost, and that's I've always loved music, and I'm happy to be here. And we do our thing. We do our art and our style of music. But it's just awesome to be at show like playing the big festivals or tours like that, and watching all these other bands, other amazing musicians. I listen to all of them, man. And
mm,
the whole thing where Adrenaline Pool started was like, hey guys, if we get a band going, then we can get on tour. We can go watch all the other bands for free.
that's the best thing you
No,
could
that
ever
was just
say. That you know
jokes,
what?
man.
I would have been the same way too. Like, guys, we're opening for Godsmack. Well, let's just watch. We could actually learn a lot from him too. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, one of the first national acts we opened up for was Kitty, and they
okay,
were just in Dallas not that long ago. I went and saw them again. I haven't seen them in years. Kitty and Head PE, man, and they took us out on a Texas run because we were doing great locally, like 1998, 99, and again, like bands like that, dude, they're still killing it. Like Head PE is awesome. Kitty is on it again. I mean, I love their style. Just got to see them. They're still killing it too, man.
and that's one thing. You know what I mean? When we talk about some of the big names, you know what I mean? Like, Kitty's one of them. I haven't heard from them in a long time. You know, like
Yeah, they're back on it, man.
and I gotta check that out because the respect of the musicianship. You know, everyone goes, and there's always a stereotype, and I say that I hate when people stereotype people. Like they say,
Yeah,
oh, it's the rock head metal rock lifestyle. Listen, these guys are people now. They're a little bit older, but they got families. The respect's there. Listen, when they were 21,
yeah.
I could see them partying their heads off like crazy.
Oh man, we partied so hard. The stories I hear now that I don't remember because I was so blacked out. But always good times.
You
Always,
know, no,
good
that's what
fun.
I'm saying. It's good times, but it's kind of funny. You're like going, I don't remember that. Where
Like, who's
was
that
I?
guy? Because I got the kids and family now, man. I got the
Yeah,
family truckster and everything.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I pick and choose the days to go crazy instead of just being crazy all the time.
right. And then that's respectful. And that's why like people don't realize because you're on tour, everyone thinks you go buck wild. Not anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
This last tour, if you even know the stuff that goes on, like I've kind of slipped into I wouldn't say like the point person in the band. We're independent now, no management, no label. We're doing this
mm,
all together. I love that we have this communication in the band as well because we're making all the decisions, and the last year things have just been just on the rise, and it's like you said too. It's our music, it's our art. We write what we feel. We write from the heart. It's metal. It's
mhm.
aggressive. Um, that's why we do this for that alone. I want to write music, and I love writing music that we can all relate to and have a great time at the
and,
show. And
and that's
that's
one
purely
thing.
why we do it.
And that's where I highly respect you guys because you just said it right now. You don't have a record label, you don't have management. It's you guys doing it on your own. So that right there just solidifies you as probably the most one of the best bands out there doing it on your own because a lot of people can't.
Yeah, I've learned a lot the last few years. It's a learning curve, and the music business is always changing anyway, so it's a learning curve on top of that. But again with us is there's no miscommunication because it's us for making it happen. And dude, I mean, I've never been so tight connected with my brothers.
And
It's
that's one
been
thing.
really great,
And again, the keyword brothers. And
brothers.
people don't realize how important it is. Even it doesn't matter. Like I talk back like my old high school team.
Yeah,
Even to me, they're still my brothers. And it could be 25, 30 years later,
yeah.
and we see each other. I still consider them my brothers because we did something that no one else can do. We all became a
Dude,
family as a team, and just like you guys.
same with me. Like dude, I was 5 years old, and so one of my best friends, Jorge Pasantes in New Orleans, Shane, we were like, there's a bunch of friends I still stay in touch with and contact with, and we all played local bands together back then. So it's whenever we go through town, they all come out to the show, and it's just awesome catching up and having that kind of friendship. Like it's like 5 years old, man.
Yeah, and that's
Nuts,
something.
dude.
It's nuts because I have my friend. He just actually he's recovering from surgery, and it's been 30 years since I known him. A little over 30 years now. it's kind of funny how I met him. I was in 8th grade. He was a junior in high school or senior in high school. I was the pre-fresh senior matchup for the day.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So you know when you get hooked up with somebody, and they set me up with him, and we hit it off so well. You know, we were laughing, we were laughing at something. He's like, "Dude, you're in 8th grade. How do you know this shit?" I'm like, "Dude, I watch movies all the time. What are you, crazy? I can recite lines like if it was my job."
Dude, we talk in movie language a lot on tour. It's awesome. We just talk within lines within movies. Like, you know, it could be, dude, any lines. It just,
I've done so many lines like through this movie. It's like, be the ball, man. Just be the ball. You know, like Caddyshack's one of my favorites. You know, Chevy Chase.
uh,
Spaceballs is another one. Mel Brooks movie.
space, yeah.
Ace Ventura. You know, just stuff. Even you know, like Tango and Cash. He thinks he's Rambo. Rambo is a pussy. You know, like, and it's Sylvester Stallone saying that about his own character. So when I have friends like at work, we talk. Sometimes we talk movie talk.
You talk
Like,
movie line talk.
movie
It's
line
awesome,
talk,
man.
and people look at us. We're like, what? We love the
Well, now I
movies.
don't feel weird or alone in the world. So that's
No, no,
cool.
no, definitely
Thanks
not,
for
man.
sharing that.
It, like I said, I have my fun. I have, you know, like tonight is like one of the best nights ever because, you know, having you on 100th episode, you know, celebration
100.
here,
You made it to 100, man.
you know, and it's funny because a lot of people who I said, yeah, I recorded my 100th episode, and people are like, I can't believe you know, you made it. You're elite now. I'm like,
You're legit. You get like a gold pin or something, or like
I
a
wish I did.
what do you give yourself?
I
Because
could have
it's your
given
podcast
myself,
channel.
you know what? I'm just thrilled to be what I do. You know, people ask me, why don't I edit? Well, because that's not me.
No,
Why
we
don't
keep it real, and that's cool that you get to, you know, meet a lot of people and hear all the stories. I mean, the one thing that we do on tour, we do a VIP package where we have fans come on a tour bus. We only keep it like to around 8 people, and the reason why I'm saying this is because you know we sit down and hang out for 30 minutes. You get a bunch of stuff signed and all that kind of stuff. But the thing I love is the stories that you hear from the fans
Mhm.
of like their experiences, either with us, you know, with trying to pull a show or just life in general. And it's just cool to connect with people on that kind of like personal level.
Mhm.
Met a lot of great friends and made some new friends because of that. So it's, you know, it's like we said, like it's an interview. I started out interviewing you. Sorry about that, man.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna bust in
fine.
your show. I'm like,
No,
let me
no,
ask you some
no.
questions. You're
But
like,
you
hey,
know,
you're on my show. I'm asking the questions.
no, but you know what? I love it because that's what makes it interesting, man. And that's something I love because it's the interaction. It's we're thriving, we're driving on everything. You know what I mean? Like that's the best part. That's what makes this. This is
You're
why I love what I
alive. You
do.
can job.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the fun part. You know, people say, why don't you have music? Not me. You know, why don't you do this? Not me. I go,
Yeah.
you want the real authentic me. It's unedited. Curse your ass off. Do what you want. Be who you want to be. I don't care if you roll up a joint. I don't care.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm drinking tea for real
No, no,
instead of
no. But
whiskey.
no, I agree. No, but
I
not
have to
you.
ask you a question though. Where is the drawer with all your sleeves in it? Do you have a sleeve drawer
I
with all
do
the
have
sleeves you cut off?
I have a sleeveless drawer in my underwear drawer. So they're my undershirts. So as of right now, as if you see the gray shirt here, it's my undershirt.
All
So
right. No, my
I
brother had asked me that because I always have shirts without sleeves. I have sleeves on right now because we ran out and got some dinner and stuff. So I
oh
wanted to,
yeah.
you know, have it with the kids and the family. But I'm back now, and yeah, my brother asked me that where because I don't have sleeves on any of my other shirts. This is the only shirt with sleeves on it, to be honest.
Yeah, this is my jersey I made up, you know what I mean, with my patch. You know, it was funny. It was supposed to be like a little bit of a goof, but then it just turned into something big. And it, you know, I'm only been a solo podcaster for a year and a half. So to do 100 episodes in a year and a half is pretty for
Yeah, man,
me,
that's awesome, dude.
you know, I worked my tail
100.
off.
I didn't have anything to blow up like any
No, it's all right.
poppers or like
No, it's all
some
right.
fire. I don't have. I got nothing.
CJ, having you here for the 100th episode is the best thing, man. You
Well, I
know,
appreciate that, dude. I do. It's
you
been a
know,
crazy long road for us. It's been such a roller coaster ride of life, just on the personal side and music, as you know, like up and down with, you know, the singers management label. You have no idea. Like, you know, there's a time period in our life. It's like everybody was just trying to sue us for stuff. It's so weird. It's like, it's always $1 million. So it's like, you want to sue us for $1 million, just take a ticket and stand in line over here. It's always something dumb. Like, I jumped off your stage and I broke my arm on the barricade. Well, did I push you? No. You jumped up by yourself? Yeah. why? What I have to do with that, man? Like,
That's not my fault.
not my fault. But yeah, let the bodies hit the floor. So when they jump, you don't catch them. You listen to Drowning Pool. You just let them go.
Yeah,
I'm just playing catch them. Please.
No, don't catch me because I'll probably break somebody's arm.
That's just, that's something else I've noticed too. This last year, because they really, when we first started late '90s, early 2000s, there was always just like, dude, it was pits going stage job, and the club started cutting down on that, understandably so. But the last year or so, man, being out again, like I'm seeing all this. We played in Tulsa, out of all places, and these, man, they're jumping on stage and stage job, and there's a big pit going the whole show. It was freaking awesome. Everyone's having a great time. Nobody got hurt. Do you at the show, man? If you feel like going crazy, go crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one thing. When you're hearing the music, you're listening to it, you're rocking it out,
you're feeling it.
You're feeling it. Like I know, like I think I saw you guys once at an Ozfest here in Jersey, and I was in. I think it was the year it was raining.
I remember that year. I have some of that on video. Oh my God, you brought back some memories. Cool.
Yeah.
Nonpoint was playing on the main stage, and we were on the side stage, and BLS was on it too, and we couldn't play because the soundboard went out. So Nonpoint let us go on stage with them and play bodies during their set, and then I played Bullet with the name with them as well, and I have that on video actually.
And that's so awesome to have those memories, and especially when you got grass thrown at you, getting thrown out from the top of the.
Oh, dude, the grass kept coming forward,
and it was I think probably one of the greatest Ozfest, and probably my last one in a long time. From that note, and seeing and listening to you guys at that point too, man, that's a huge honor to be named one of the acts of Ozfest. You're talking Ozzy Osbourne, man.
Dude, that was a great time, man. That whole setup and lineup and the way they do stuff was awesome, man. And
that's the coolest thing, because tour life is difficult, especially now when you're married and you have families now.
It's a balance. You got to maintain that balance and make sure everybody's taken care of, and we have it now more than ever.
And that's the greatest thing, because like for me too, as a podcaster, my wife gave me a choice. When we took our hiatus, she knew I was getting bored. She said, you could either pick up your pool cue again and start playing pool again and go to Vegas.
Pool shark. All right.
I wouldn't call myself a pool shark. I was decent enough. Or continuing podcasting. She goes, you have 2 weeks to think about it. Think long and hard. And I did. And I said, you know what? Podcasting is what I want to do.
Yeah, man. And you're killing it. Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
100 episode.
I know. It's like the coolest thing. And having you on tonight, CJ, is just amazing. Because I don't know how many people
sign up here. 100.
For me, it's like a dream. You know what I mean? Having you here tonight, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a dream it's reality, and it's a dream come true to have you come on the show tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
hopefully we'll play Jersey soon and come out to the show.
Even if it's New York, I'll drive out to the city, man. No worries.
Yeah, actually, what? We are playing in New York. We're playing at man, hang on.
It's got the schedule.
Sorry, I just got home. It was pretty wild. So we're playing. Hang on, I got a calendar here. I write this stuff down for you. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I know where we're playing. I didn't write it on here. We're playing in New York. We're playing in let me see. I don't want to lose you.
No, I got you.
I want to look at my calendar. I think I can still do that.
I think you can.
Bam. Modern technology.
I know. Gotta love those iPhones.
Yeah, so we're playing. Let me tell you where we're playing at. This is your show, man. Saranac Lake.
That's upstate New York. Yeah. That's
on the 21st, Saturday the 31st. Oh.
Okay.
You know what? I'll shoot you all the information.
Yeah. I mean, when we're done later, I mean, I'll see what I could do getting up there, because with a family life, it's hard. That's one thing. Like you said, trust me, I know. But we'll exchange.
You said New York. You said anywhere in New York.
I should have said
it's upstate. It's beautiful, man. No, it's upstate, a Saturday.
It's upstate is beautiful. I will admit to that. I love the woods. My wife, on the other hand, is a city girl.
Oh, hey.
And the shore girl. I am the woods guy. Throw me in the woods.
Shore, the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, she's a Jersey Shore. I'm a Jersey guy, but not the shore. I'll go to the boardwalk and eat all the food. But right. you don't catch me at the beach. You catch me at the pool.
Right.
I mean,
we're always hanging out at the pool.
Now, are you guys coming out with a new album soon in 2025?
So,
or
here's what's going on. If this is October, man, then the new song is hitting on the radio right now.
Okay, so we got that point. So as my mistake. So the new
Oh, hey,
songs, hey, you know what? It don't matter
I want
because
to tell
why?
you all about it, the details.
I want to hear about it.
So, okay, this is how it started. That say when Ryan came in, he came to
Mhm.
the house. He stayed at my house because he lives in England, and he actually stays here in the studio. I'm sitting on his bed right now,
You're sitting
and
on the bed.
we came in and we hadn't seen each other probably a good 5 years, and we sat. I have like my house is a home studio and I have like a gazebo thing outside. I just
Mhm.
want the house to be just music, inspiration, and we sat out there. We had a good cathartic talk about some of the crazy dumb stuff that we did back in the day, and and excited about the shows that were coming up. And I grabbed the guitar, just started jamming, and he just started singing. So like this first new song, man, it's jamming. It's like we never tried to write a bodies part two, if you will, but
Yeah.
it just has that vibe to it. I think because
Ooh.
I had got a new wah pedal when I was in the studio, and you know me, I'm a wah junkie. I love the wah pedals, and I got this new one, and it's got a big sway on it, and it inspired me to get down on the song, man. It's probably the closest thing to bodies that we have,
Oh,
just naturally,
yeah.
just from the excitement of
Just the
being together
excitement
again.
right now I'm getting is just I can't. It's like, ooh,
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
keep it elevated. I love this because I wanted it. I didn't want it to dip down. I wanted to keep building, building, building. So the verses are jamming, everything. Nothing like has a low. It just keeps bringing it, bringing it, bringing it, and then
just
we get down to the part on a solo, and it just punches you in the face. Pow!
oh, I
Like
can't.
vulgar display.
I love
Pow!
it, and that's one thing I gotta say. You guys just bring it every show, every album. You guys have brought it. With between David and the two Jasons, and now Ryan,
Yeah.
you guys have accomplished a lot. You guys have been together for such a long time, and
So we come a long way, and I love again my brothers in this band. We get on that stage and we hit that first note, and we give it 110%, like they say. We don't ever photo it in. We don't, no matter how anybody's feeling, somebody's having a bad day. There's been a couple of times with our drummer, Mike Luce. He's had, like all of us, some surgery or personal stuff here and there. That dude gets behind that drums and kills it. And I'm like, how are you even standing up right now? You're playing the drums, you're killing it. We bring it again, whether it's 10 people or 10,000 people, man. We put on
you
a
got,
show.
and you just guys are just killing it, and that's one thing I respect you guys so much, and family life, I respect that too, just because I love to be on tour too one day with this show, but family life with
Yeah.
two youngins is hard.
All right,
Um,
we'll just book a show close to you. Is Dingbats close to you?
oh yeah, Dingbats is like 25 minutes away from me. Man, I haven't been there in a long time. I
Special show at Dingbats for you.
Oh dude, I'll be there in a heartbeat. And the first round's on me for you guys.
Dude, we would go there. We were recording not far from there with Kato Kanwala, God rest his soul, and
Mhm.
and David Bendeth, and that's where we would go. That was like the hangout after we, were done
That
working, and we'd go have
was
some drinks. And we actually played a show there about 3 years ago. We brought the full production in that, and we had a great time. We're still crazy overpacked,
oh, I
but
can
it's
only
just
imagine.
that Jersey, baby.
It's just all about Jersey. I mean, Stone Pony for you guys would be like an amazement thing too. You know what I mean?
Dude, that and what's the other venue that we play? Other big venue. Oh my god, feel bad. It just slipped my mind.
If it's the arenas,
Raw.
if it's the
Oh yeah, your
arenas,
Madison Square Garden. No big
yeah,
deal. I'm just playing.
MSG, but no, Prudential Center,
PNC, right? PNC was over there. Is
PNC
it
Bank
PNC?
Center. Yeah, PNC Bank
Yeah,
Center. That's what
that
Ozfest
place is
was.
killer too.
Oh, that's one of the best spots. You know what I mean? That amphitheater is just ridiculous. I mean, parking sucks, but just the music from there is always great, though.
Yeah, great shows there, man.
All right, I do have one more question before we definitely end the night. What?
Yeah,
And I should have asked this before, but we were just going.
we're just going for it.
We were going for it. What musical background? Like, who are your biggest influences? There we go. I couldn't even say the word.
Yeah, I have really awesome, well, family upbringing with music. Music's always been around. My grandfather, which actually has acoustic gear, played music.
Mhm.
My cousins playing. My dad played bass and sang in a band, and they were rehearsing in the living room. This is my childhood growing up. So I was always around music. I grew up in New Orleans. A lot of jazz, a lot of blues. I played in a jazz band for a little bit. I played in a death metal band called Flesh Parade for a minute. So from one extreme to the other, I played in a Christian rock band for a minute.
Oh,
Nuts, dude. I know. Just life, and I started playing at church when I was 14. It's nuts how that happened. But my heart's always been in metal, man. When like bands like Testament came out,
mhm.
Metallica, like all the I mean, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, that's a lot of the music my dad played, and Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. So that was my first influence as far as guitar is concerned. Yeah, definitely Jimmy Page and Jimi Hendrix were big early influences. And then Metallica was a big one, and Testament, man, that's another big one. From Alex Skolnick is one of my favorites. And then here we are doing our thing, man. It's wild how that's evolved into that, and all the early band like Limp Bizkit and dude, Korn. Oh, yeah. I love those dudes. So you can see that Dev was just the time period when we all came out.
And that's one thing. Actually, Limp Bizkit was just in Jersey not too long ago. They played live at PNC Bank Center, actually.
Yeah.
And I was just looking. I'm like, damn, man. I didn't realize how old Fred was until I saw him. Someone took a great picture of him. Like, wow. I'm like, it's been that long. When Nookie came out, and
but it's just something energy about it. They never gets old, man. It's like it just grabs you, it makes you jump.
It does.
You can't help but not jump to their music.
Oh no, definitely not. I mean, just like you guys, you just can't help but get a pick going. You know what I mean? Like you got to rock it out, man. And that's one thing. I respect you guys, man. Like I said, truly an honor, CJ, having you here tonight.
Dude, it's an honor to be on your 100th episode.
Yes, and this was 100. A big one. 100, I know. It's the big one, man. I got to thank you for coming on tonight. I didn't want to take up too much more of your time because I know you just had dinner and family and stuff like that, so you got to hang out with the kids, too.
Yeah, I have that rare moment. I have a, like the week home vacation, if you will, and then we're back out again. But no, it's, we're going to do family. I got to put the kids to bed now. The lifestyle, I had to change it because I get up, at like 11 or noon, and we're up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And then when you come home, it's a complete opposite. You go up at like 6, 7 when I usually go to bed, and then you go to bed.
I go to bed like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm up at 5:15 every morning.
Woo.
And I go to
because you're podcasting.
Well, not even just because I go to my regular job too. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet where I'm making the money to stay home and do this all day. But I work, I do this. I play with the kids, help with my wife, and all around dad. Let's just say that. Just living the style that I want to and enjoying every minute of what I'm doing.
That's awesome, man. That's good, dude. Dude, I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh, dude, awesome. I appreciate you coming on. Before we sign off, man, let everybody know where they can find Drowning Pool, actually.
Yeah, we Instagram, the Facebook. We do have we have the drowningpool.com, and we're trying to work on that. I think it's drowningpool .net, .org, all the things. Just put all the dots in there. All that stuff's getting updated. We're gonna do all these dates announcement here shortly. With other shows that are coming up here. They just keep coming in, man. So yeah, we have a bunch of new songs that we're recording that we're gonna finish up here shortly. And we're putting this first song out and to hold everybody to get the full record going. So you'll see some new music with us or Ryan McCombs, hopefully beginning of next year or something like that. I'm not making any promises because we have a lot going on, but we're working on these stuff for sure.
And I cannot wait. So listen, CJ, thank you again. Please thank the guys too of the band taking the moment. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I can't wait to meet you guys live one night. I'll say that now because I will be there. We'll get there. We're gonna get there. Trust me, guys. As you can see, dreams come true. Living legends right here. Drowning Pool coming on the 100th episode. I know we're beating it to death, but it's the most exciting one ever. 100 episodes at the Sleevie G Show. Thank you,
Sleevie
CJ.
G.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Drowning Pool. Thank you, everybody. And as I always end my show, it's nothing but love, peace, and happiness. Good night, everybody.